Hello,
Hello.
everybody. Welcome to a channel called Power Score RPG, which is on Twitch, and this will also be on the YouTube machine. Today, we are playing a Pathfinder Adventure Path I've been waiting to run for a long time. It's called Hell's Rebels in Hell's Bright Shadow, Book 1. And this is episode 3. Basically, the group is in a city called Kintargo, a city full of devil worshippers. Not everybody is evil, they just worship Asmodeus, the lord of the nine hells, as a god. And this new guy took over the city. His name is Admiral Barzillai Thrun. That's his picture right there. Lindy can't make it today, so I just covered
Okay,
with
fine.
the Barzillai Thrun. so, uh, so the group is decided to try to rebel. And they found items used by a previous rebel group from years ago. They were called the Silver Ravens, and the group is teamed up with a woman named Laria Longroad, who runs like a coffee shop, and it's got a secret place down below. Down below, the group had met some Kenku fugitives that they decided to recruit for their rebellion. And the group also has a friend named Rexus Victicora. And Rexus right now is spending time translating coded documents that he found from when the group found this cache of Silver Ravens stuff. And one of the things, they found a whole bunch of stuff that belonged to the Silver Ravens, including 6 figurines of wondrous power of Silver Ravens, where you can say a command word, it turns into a real raven, and you can use them to deliver messages, basically. So we had stopped last time. Where we were. There's a rebellion rule system. It's in the Hell's Rebels Player's Guide, which you can get for
Yes.
free on Paizo.com. It's a free thing. And let's see if the tracker sheet will come up on the screen. Yes, it will. All right, everybody. It's time to do some rebellion paperwork.
Oh, yes. Yes. There we go.
So, there's a whole bunch of terms on the sheet. I'm going to go over them real quick. But basically, during your rebellion, every week we're going to go through a bunch of steps and phases. Well, you'll be making a loyalty check. Basically, you're trying to add followers to your rebellion and grow your rebellion. And your rebellion can level up. That's called gaining ranks. So right now you're rank 1. It goes all the way to rank 20. So in this adventure, you can get up to rank 5. Right now you're rank 1. You gain ranks by accruing supporters. Once you have 10 supporters, you'll hit rank 2. Once you have 15 supporters, you'll hit rank 3. The city has a total of a little under, I think, 12,000 people living in it. So, I mean, if you can get like 8,000, you're in great shape.
I mean,
Yeah.
we own the city.
And as you gain ranks, you'll get bonuses to certain things. You actually get stat stuff for your
Yes.
character. So I mean, once you hit rank 2, everyone can apply a permanent +1 to a skill of their choice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But right now you're a rank 1 jabroni, so you don't get that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so ranks are basically levels. You're gonna have to choose a focus on how to build a rebellion. There's 3 options. You can go with loyalty, which is trying to build your popularity and clout. Secrecy, doing sneaky stuff. Or security, which is scrappy, kind of kick in the door kind of stuff. So once you choose one of those, what that means is there's going to be times where you have to make loyalty checks, secrecy checks, and security checks. Whatever your focus is, you get an extra bonus to that roll because that's your focus. So which of those 3, loyalty, secrecy, and security, would you like to be your focus?
Mm.
Are we allowed to change our focus like later, or
Yeah, sure.
is this
Yeah, okay.
the one
I don't.
we have to choose?
I think it's like the general. It's the general flavor of our whole organization. We choose that, and then we can also augment our abilities with by having each of us be officers But I think, yeah, we have to have one main flavor
Hmm.
for our rebellion.
Mhm.
So we're either trying to win hearts and minds, we're trying to be sort of an underground like spy master organization or thieves guild, or we're like a straight up like freedom fighter force. I think
Straight
are
up
the options.
direct fighting, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
Well, I think you know what Ash's vote is, so.
And I think you know what my vote is
I
as
think-
well.
yeah, I think we
feel
are.
like
we don't
all-
have a
I think we are all-
tiebreaker
We are
this
all. I think we
No.
each, like, are representing that
Oh,
sections. I know.
Yeah,
Fear
this is
definitely
why
wants
a
hearts.
fourth player today of all days would have been great. I'm willing to shift my vote though, because I'm cool with going the loyalty route as well.
Because I think we can
like-
maybe leverage our position as well.
I feel like that's the way that nobles would want to generally go about it. I know we'd have one voice of dissent, and maybe this can be a side operation, to it. But I feel that winning over the populace through the spirit of the city would be just as important as not destroying it outright.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, so your characters having the background that they have, they would be probably more comfortable out in the open trying to win that support than trying to be more secret, right?
we're just trying to be more sympathetic, not necessarily revealing that we're a rebellion, but just
Yes and
Love
no,
the
because
city.
we would be recognizable and therefore more easily targeted as well.
yeah. And that's gonna happen at some point in this thing.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
Try and meet people on our side before we have to reveal ourselves and fight people. Probably
so which one are you taking?
it's like loyalty.
Yeah, loyalty.
Yeah, right.
Loyalty. Okay.
It's a lot of
All right. So membership. Your membership starts with just the members of the party. So
Cool.
4. Supporters, you start with 0.
Oh.
The Kenku are kind of a special thing. They're not going to really count towards anything.
Oh.
So you
What
have
about,
you have 0 supporters.
in my heart.
Long Road and Rexus, do they not count?
It says they don't count. I don't know. Just talking
Oh.
about the book.
Oh,
They
I mean,
support
in
you,
our-
but they don't support you. You know.
in our hearts. I mean, they're doing jobs for us. I mean, they're employees at this point.
They're part of the machinery, the
Mhm.
underlying machinery of our
Yes.
rebellion.
Population, that refers to the population of the city of Kintargo. That
Mhm.
number will fluctuate. Right now it's at 11,900.
900.
Ooh,
I
we should
got
have a
that.
counter.
Treasury.
Oh boy, this
You
is
should-
this is very Battlestar Galactica. I don't want this number to go down a lot.
Treasury.
Cylon, fracking toasters.
Oh, yeah.
Treasury, you should start with 10 gold in it. If you don't have money in your treasury, that means that you're not paying people for certain things that you need done.
Yep.
So who is putting 10 gold in there?
Feel has gold, so she'll put whatever she has. She has 40 gold, I think, to start. So she'll just put whatever she has.
So minimum treasury, that's the minimum you should have in your treasury, right? So that is your rank times 10 gold. So since your rank is 1, it's just 10 gold. But when you hit rank 2, you should have 20 gold in there and stuff like that. And that's a certain phase of this that you'll put that number into for. Notoriety. It goes from 0 to 100. Once it's 100, then Thrun is going to be all over you. So you want to try to keep your notoriety to a minimum.
Don't light stuff on
until-
fire.
Until you're ready to strike.
Just remember what happens when that notoriety score goes up and you chose loyalty and Ashes is doing her thing.
I mean that's when the throat cutting really comes in, though.
'Cause I'll have
I
to
think you're
make-
talking about freedom fighting there. That's Rawls.
Oh,
I mean, if we need people assassinated, well, I mean that's fun, right?
So what'll happen over time is I'll be making notoriety checks where I roll a percentile, and if I get your notoriety score or lower, then a special thing happens. So.
Sean, I'll add 10 GP to the pot, so Raw will put in 10 GP,
So you've got
which is what he has.
You got 20 total.
Yeah, Theo put in 10 as well.
can Ashes try to pickpocket from the
Oh my god.
treasury?
From the treasury.
Just giving for the top.
Yes.
Oh, these union bosses and their
Yeah.
corruption are giving
Oh,
us all a
man.
bad name.
Yeah.
Freaking slush funds.
Organization checks. That's your ability to get things done. Those will be loyalty checks, secrecy checks, security checks. So, because your focus is loyalty, that means to start with, you're going to have a +2 to those rolls and +0 to the other 2 rolls. We'll get more into that in a minute.
Okay.
Active events. That's the whole thing we'll get into. Officers. If you want, each of you can declare yourself a certain type of officer.
Hell yeah.
Each one comes with a special dealie. So one of you can be a demagogue, and that means you can add your con or charisma bonus to loyalty checks. When these loyalty, security, and secrecy checks come up, only one person is going to roll for them. And the roll is just a d20 plus whatever it says on the chart. But these will give you an extra bonus to those rolls. So demagogue, you would add your con or charisma to loyalty. As I read these off, try to note which one you want to be, okay?
Oh yeah, I think
Partisan is adding your strength or wisdom to security checks. A recruiter, basically when you gain supporters, when we get to the phase where you add supporters in, you'll actually get bonus ones based on your level, your character's level. So it's a way to add more supporters. Sentinel, you get a +1 to secondary checks. So if your focus is loyalty, that means you get a +1 when you roll secrecy and security checks. Spy Master, you add your dex or intelligence to secrecy checks. And Strategist, you actually get a bonus rebellion action when we get to the activity phase of the rebellion, which we're going to get to in a minute. So what would you guys like to be?
I think Theo
What would
is a demagogue.
y'all like to be? What did you say, Theo?
I think Theo is definitely a demagogue.
Theo is a demagogue. So Theo, you add your con or charisma to loyalty rolls.
And con is my charisma is 3.
Yes. What about I see you shaking your ashes over there. What do you want to be?
I think Spy Master makes the most sense.
That's a badass title, Spy Master.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're all wondering what the last person's gonna be.
There's nothing to it, Raleigh. I'm going to be a partisan.
Yep.
You're gonna be a
You can
all right.
You can take these
I'm gonna
puns
be
and
the
stick them up
Leon-
your ashes because
I'm going to be the Leon Trotsky of this whole deal here.
That'd be close.
He's so scholarly. You make these fancy references. I'm going to Google them later.
Oh, October Revolution, mate.
Let's see if I can match you. The War of 1886.
Yeah, that one.
Is that a war?
Somewhere.
Somewhere someone was fighting, man.
All right.
Like-
So
All right.
Theo is a demagogue. Ashes
right.
is a spy master.
I think
Grawl is a partisan playing partisan politics. What else we got on this little thingy?
Can we, as a team, temporarily assign our fourth and critical member of this organization? Should we assign Essie to a role for this turn?
should we
Okay, sure. Okay. Put her,
Sentinel maybe?
just fill out her paperwork for her.
Oh, is there
Well, we could put her as recruiting is good too. And
Yeah,
she could
recruiting's
always
gonna be good.
go with a Sentinel.
Yeah.
There's actual action, right, where we can change roles to suit.
Yeah, I think that's an action, rebellion action. Officer
there's
roles.
not a position for like just Gravedigger or whatever?
I mean that's supporters, but like that's loose support, you know.
Or we could
Are
do
they supporters?
Sentinel's really good too, because Sentinel's good to make us an all-round group, and I feel that's since we have like obviously 3 very good. I mean, our roles are, you know, between the 3 of us, our organization is trying to do all these things at once. So maybe having Essie as a Sentinel is a good idea.
Yeah.
Just
We're gonna have to make a lot of roles.
What is it, Sean? What does a sentinel need to be good at?
Sentinel just gets +1 to the secondary rolls. So if
Oh,
your
it doesn't
focus-
matter.
Yeah, if your
So
focus
just
is loyalty,
gives assists.
Okay, so sentinel for now.
Mhm.
All right.
That's a good all around thing.
Sentinel. All right. After officers, you're gonna end up with teams of NPCs who can do little missions for you, like the
We have-
Kenku. I think.
We have the what was it, Fushi?
I think you can have up to 2 when you start.
Ah,
So you got the Fuchi sisters, and
and
you'll
we
be
don't
able to
have.
nab another one if you
Yeah.
decide to try to do that.
Do we need supporters in order to make a team?
No, I think it's a separate dealie.
I think the way we think about the supporters is those are like the regular folk, and like the teams are specialized army people.
Okay.
All right.
So people, yeah, cool, gotcha.
Okay, so
So we gotta get
let's see if
some
we can
peep.
let's see if we can do this.
All right, let's
We're
do
gonna
it.
do an upkeep phase.
All right, keep.
Step 1. Somebody needs to make a loyalty check. This is in the player's guide. It gives you a DC, but that's for Pathfinder, so I changed the DCs to match 5th edition.
Okay.
So let's
Okay.
see here if I have this. The Rebellion in play. Once you take control of the Silver Ravens. Oh, okay. Well, you're supposed to take a quick break at the end of every week, but I want to do it right now because I'm interested.
Let's do. Yeah, I mean we're at a point.
You don't need to take any extra time to do this. Blah blah blah. Okay, these actions happen regardless of your character's day-to-day activities.
Yeah,
Each
so
week, the rebellion acts over 3 phases that always occur in the following order. Phase 1, upkeep. Roll to determine your supporter attrition. You lose supporters if your notoriety score is 100 or your rebellion treasury is below the minimum. Phase 2 is activity. Perform rebellion actions up to the maximum number allowed by the Silver Raven's current rank. Phase 3 is an event where I check whether any unusual events occur and we resolve those issues. Why would they do them at the end of the session? I think I want to do them at the beginning because
Yeah.
at the end everybody's all fried, you know,
Mhm.
and they're just gonna barf it out, and you know.
Okay. Plus, it can lead to stuff if like depending on what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah. It's a nice
All
way
right.
to juice up the start of your session. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's like steroids. You inject them right into your left buttock, and where our session is off to a raging start. Right? All right. So
right.
the key to Rebellion's growth is to constantly draw new supporters from Kintargo's populace. The primary way you do this is via the recruit supporters action. Unfortunately, standing up against the government is exhausting and frightening, and every week some of the Rebellion's supporters will drift away. These supporters leave during your upkeep phase in one of 3 ways. During your very first week, skip the upkeep phase and proceed
It's
directly.
only us. If
to
we've
the
done bad, like
activity phase.
Theo's out. Theo's out forever if we roll bad. No.
Supporter. All right, so let's see. Step 1, we don't have to do supporter attrition. So during the first week, we skip the upkeep phase. Okay.
All
So
right.
we go to the activity phase.
It's us.
You can
All
take a
right.
number of actions as set by the Silver Raven's rank, which is 1, which means you have 1 action. So I'm going to list a million actions.
All right.
So
I see that.
as I read them, stop me if you have questions about it, and note down any one that sounds like something you want to do. Okay?
Mhm.
So here we go. Activate the black market.
Mhm.
Activate a safe house.
Mhm.
Change officer role. Covert action, parentheses, spies. Dismiss team, no team required. You would remove a team from the rebellion because you're gonna have a team of NPCs, at least one, working
Mhm.
for you. Earn gold. Gather information. Guarantee event. Oh, that would require you just bump up your notoriety score. You guarantee that an event occurs during the event phase, which is risky, I guess. And I
Oh, yeah,
would
it's
roll
bad.
twice and take the lower roll.
Well, because lower events I think are good for the rebellion. Higher events are bad.
Yeah.
So if you're rolling twice and taking the lower, then that's a good thing.
Okay.
Yep.
You know, this was made years ago, and that's basically giving you advantage, isn't it? Sort of
Yay.
backwards. Knowledge check, Cognoscenti. The team of Cognoscenti attempts to provide an answer to any question you would normally answer. Okay. Lie low. Manipulate events. Recruit supporters. Recruit team. Reduce danger. Refresh marketplace. Rescue character. That's you breaking into a prison or other secure site to rescue a captured character, either a PC or an NPC. Restore character. It's removing a debilitating condition on a character. Sabotage, where you damage a structure or metal with House Thrune. Secure. I never know how to say this word. Is it cache or cache? C-A-C-H-E.
I think both are. I think both are fine.
Mhm.
I like cache better. So secure cache. You arrange for a cache of equipment to be hidden somewhere in Kintargo. Special. No team requires. Sometimes an officer must take a special action to deal with the results of a previous week's event. Okay. Special order. You can get an expensive item. Spread disinformation. Upgrade team. Or urban influence.
All right. I think on this thing, it has a few that we can do at this point, because I think there's a few that have been like scratched in. So it seems like change officer role, dismiss team, guarantee event, lie low, recruit supporters, recruit team, and then upgrade team. Huh.
So we have one team right now.
We
right?
have, yeah, we have the
Kenku?
Fushi sisters, yeah.
But we don't really have any supporters.
No.
So
No,
that one-
the teams have different descriptions, right? Like the Fushi sisters are a particular type of team. Yes.
Yeah, and there's different types of teams, and I already made NPCs for each
Yeah.
type.
Yeah, and so
Are they cool? Oh
It
yeah,
will be.
they're so
Yes.
cool.
the Fushi sisters, are there any restrictions on what they can do based on those actions, or are these just actions that have nothing to do with the teams? These are overall.
Some of these
actions.
actions affect the team, or the team is the one that actually goes and does whatever it is.
So
I think the
Okay.
teams do something specific. I think for the teams, I think these are the team actions. I think are separate than the rebellion actions.
got it. Okay, cool.
I
We're all
think-
like recruit supporters and earn gold.
Yeah, I think we supporters, because we also remember that we have the 10 pearls that are worth 100 gold each.
Oh yeah.
So we
Oh
can,
yeah, so we could sell those, and we could just get the yeah, we should start getting people to join
yeah,
our
I
stuff.
think getting gold is going to be easier for what we do than people, I think, at this point. So maybe people.
So you're thinking
What do
about
you think, Ashes?
I'm good with that. That strategy
We
sounds.
just give Patches one of the or Ashes one of the pearls, and just like, please don't kill us in our sleep.
Oh, and I think some of these events, a couple of them that I
I don't
read,
sleep.
you have to have a certain type of team to do them. I
Mhm.
did get that mixed up. So like
Yep.
manipulate events, you would need Kabbalists on you.
Yeah, I think that's why some of those are not available to
Uh-huh.
on this sheet that I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Because like we don't have a team ready.
Yeah, the intelligence is built into the sheet, right? As you fill it out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking before. Is like we need certain types of teams active in order to do some of these events.
Yeah, and we want to get ranks. So yeah, maybe start off. We can get some porters. So we have supporters to actually
So
upkeep.
So what
Yeah.
are we doing? Are we sending the sisters out to like hand out flyers and gather supporters, essentially?
Oh, as far as mechanics go, it's going to be a roll, but yeah, you can say how you want to do it. It says no team required, so you don't need the
Yeah.
team to do it. You can
Yeah.
do it.
This
Whatever you
could
like.
probably be us, like
Yeah,
the characters themselves going out and trying to stir up, change some people's. We start to talk to people who we already think would be on the fence, and
So
tell them about our.
as
like
you're playing,
fraternize.
as you're playing this, you're in the you want to say you're downstairs in that hive, the wasp nest that you cleared out?
Yes.
Okay, so you're down there, and Laria Longroad is down there, and Rexus Victicora he's listening, and he's slowly translating those sheets. And don't forget Blasadriette, the imp whose contract you own.
Oh yes.
She's down there too,
Oh.
looking real crabby
I mean,
and like just like constantly mentioning that you should tear up her infernal contract.
just keep her in another room.
Laria says, yeah, we could recruit supporters. So how that would work is you make a loyalty check, and on a success, you would gain 2d6 supporters, plus any bonuses granted by recruiter officers. If you roll a natural 1, you don't automatically fail, but your notoriety score will increase by 1d6.
Okay. So is that a what is it just base charisma?
I think it's a loyalty check. So our rebellion has 2 because that's our focus, and then
2 is our
Theo, your charisma is what, +3?
+3, yeah.
So we'd have a +5 to the roll.
Yeah, if Theo rolled it, it would be a +5.
+5, and then plus Sentinel, that's a 1, right?
No, because it's
Oh
not
no, that's
our
a secondary. That's a secondary thing.
this is
Okay.
our primary.
All right. So is there a number? This is a number secret as far as I have to beat? She has to beat?
Well, Laria Longroad says, so how do you want to do this? Do you want to go kind of out into the streets and find people and quietly tell them? I mean,
first of all, they have to like us first, know who we are before we. A bunch of strangers to Kintargo are not going to inspire much loyalty for them.
Should we?
I know some people like from bar to bar. I could go like, I don't know.
Yes, that would work fantastically. We have to
We
work
could
in all manners.
we could go amongst the the local get-together points, the taverns and such, where the civilians are, and start conversations, talk a little bit loudly. We'll go to the places that are most known to not like Thrun.
Well,
Surely.
you should go to your places and I can go to mine, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm already in the Jarvis End, and that's a place that Thrun is not popular with, considering he has taken over the Opera House and closed it, so I can work there. And they love me there anyways.
Okay.
want me to tell you about the bars of Kintargo?
Oh my god, they're so good.
Jarvis. All right, there's a section of the city called Jarvis End. It's the beating heart of Kintargo's nightlife, featuring numerous casinos, dance halls, playhouses, restaurants, and theaters. You know what the first place is called?
Oh yes, I know. Yes.
The Three-Legged Devil.
Yeah, the dance hall.
Numerous dance halls, combination brothels, musical venues, and taverns exist in Kintargo.
Yes.
While the Three-Legged Devil is not the largest, it is the oldest. Yeah, so that's one.
Yeah. Figure Theo can probably perform there or make an appearance there. Make a profile known.
Raw will just will act as Theo's bodyguard on this. So if she's going into this kind of, let's say, house of ill repute or this Jarvis End area, he'll just go
It's
along.
nice.
There is a curfew in the city. It goes from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. So, like, what time do you want to go to the Three-Legged Devil?
I think we should, around 6, like evening, Fahrenheit, with the young nobles and the well-to-do.
And stay till 2 a.m.
6 p.m. You go to the Three-Legged Devil. All right. Lots of scantily clad ne'er-do-wells.
I mean,
you see some people who are like clearly inebriated, and you see some people dancing passionately.
it's
And
my kind of place.
you see some people smoking.
All good things.
And you're gonna go there, and you're gonna just kind of, Ashes, you know some people there.
If it's a low enough scale place, yeah, probably. I know quite a few.
All right, Ashes. So you approach some of these people, and what do you say? Like, what do you? Oh, hey, Ashes. Hey.
Oh, hey, Dougie.
Hey.
How's it going? I haven't seen you since that one night where we like both blacked out in the back alley and
Oh yeah. Yeah. There was that homeless guy.
yeah, we ended up hugging him and like sleeping on him all night. That was fun times.
Once you got used to his musky odor, it was quite pleasant.
His scruffy beard made for quite the nice pillow. Hey, so we've got this thing going on. Maybe I should tell you over some drinks. I mean, you owe me a couple anyways. So
Okay. So, all right, who's making this loyalty check? Theo, are you with Ashes? Are you both
I
with?
am
Alright.
not with Ashes.
you don't want to be like the friend that's behind Ashes, like in the lowbrow place.
Oh,
Like,
of course not. Theo does not do that.
So we're presumably all doing our own efforts at the same time.
Alright.
So as a
Mhm.
group, we're doing our thing.
All right, so
Yeah.
Theo, you want to make your loyalty check? That's a
All
D20
right,
plus
let's-
5.
+5. All right, come on. Hell, oh yeah, 18.
Oh, okay. So now roll a 2d6, please.
2d6. Thank God, it's not 2d4. Why do you roll on the corner? 5. 5 total.
Ooh. So you gain.
is this like a thing where like Fia walks into a place like this and like everybody's like the record scratches, but then she goes up and gives a very eloquent type of performance on the stage that's
Yeah, she does.
completely
Oh.
against what and like wins the whole crowd over?
Or she can kind of adapt and do something that kind of fits in more.
Mm,
Lounge singer style.
Yes. Mhm.
lounge singer. Okay, so
Just like the guy's playing the piano and she just
But yeah.
lies on top of it and just sings to the crowd.
as
Oh, yeah.
Theo performs, Ashes persuades a number of patrons at the Three-Legged Devil that the rebellion is a good idea. I mean, these people hate, the laws anyway, so it's just a matter of pushing them over from like idle outrage to activism. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else we need to do for this?
I guess
Gain
if there's we
Pile
don't
of supporters.
R5.
Now, event phase, I would have to roll for that, but there's pretty much no chance of there being an event right now.
All
So I
right, so
think that's it. Yes. Okay.
we got our sweet supporters then.
Boom. All right. So, success. You've gained some supporters for your rebellion. You have 5. Once you gain 5 more, you're going to hit rank 2. So we got a bunch of stuff to do here.
All right. We have people now. That vaguely follow us.
So your Three-Legged Devil people, I guess, are in and out of the wasp's nest or whatever.
All right.
Or do you want to just have them be supporters but not involve them in the intimate
Oh,
details?
let's not involve them quite yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
Let them live
Dougie.
their life.
Dougie's
Yeah,
cool.
if Dougie's cool with Ashes,
All right.
because if Dougie acts up, I don't think Dougie's gonna be around for much longer.
All right.
Wasp nest.
So you get back, whatever. On the next day, Laria says to you in the wasp nest, "This imp is driving me nuts. I don't know what you want to do with her." She says,
Why is she driving you nuts?
you hear, "Can you rip up my contract? Can you rip up my contract? Can you rip up my contract? Can you rip up my contract?"
Oh,
And Lari's like, "Just shut up."
I've just kind
Can
of
we
used
just-
to it.
Can't we just put her over in the far corner of the cavern of
Yeah,
the
there's
wasp nest and put like some sound dampening blankets over her cage?
Put the cage in a barrel and just poke some holes in it. And put it in the corner.
She says, "Don't do that. I don't want to just be a prisoner."
You were alone in that, what do you call it? That's abattoir for like how long?
I know.
You
And
should be used to loneliness.
it was horrible.
Yes.
Oh, like your own personal hell.
She grudgingly says, "It's pretty good."
if you don't like it, why don't you save us the time and energy having saved poor Rexus from trying to find it and point it out for us? Then
She
you'll
already
have
did.
spend less time in that little cage and not be a prisoner necessarily.
Wait,
I'm not tearing up her contract.
I mean, out of the cage at least. At least not down here.
What? Rawls confused. Like, why are we negotiating with the prisoner?
I mean, we can
For
find
now.
that. We can find that. She like just like kind of like out of like hearing of the little imp. It's like if we can find out where that contract is right away, Rexus can focus on deciphering the rest of this rather than having to like
I think
around
you
for it.
did find it. It was a blank piece of
Sure.
paper, but then when you studied it, you saw that it had magic on it that made the words invisible except under certain conditions.
Oh.
Yep.
Hmm.
So
Do we know those conditions?
Larius says it's a spell called Secret Page. I think somebody cast a spell magic on it. I think maybe. I don't know. You could, and then you would be able to see the words.
Oh. All right.
Until we get the capability to dispel this magic, why don't we just put her in a corner and ignore her?
Yeah. She's been down there for a while. A couple days is not going to make her less helpful.
Yeah.
Whatever
the devil wants, Rawl wants the opposite.
Hmm.
Oh, hi, Fairy. Thank you. They captured an imp, and the imp has one horn. Her name is Blosadriette, and if the group tears up her contract, she will go back to hell. But the group is not keen on doing that.
Oh, it's so useful.
Larius says,
having-
this imp could be really useful.
Oh yes, very useful.
She could turn invisible.
As a doorstop, perhaps.
I mean, providing she's loyal or not loyal, but at least compelled not to act against us.
I mean, we have her contract, which means she sort of has to do what we say.
We don't
Problem
know what's
is-
on the contract.
It's true. But I mean, in general, I know that infernal contracts allow
Mhm.
us to control her. And if we could get her on our side somehow,
Yeah.
if that's possible, I don't
Mhm.
know, then she would be
Yeah.
a great asset.
Which is why we need to find out what that contract does. Just you know how the infernal contracts are. Little double meanings in there. Want to make sure it's good. It's to our benefit rather than just having just this blind servant.
Hold on. Fairy Reen is saying that you guys had Pee Wee Herman-esque antics at the biker bar. I don't remember Pee Wee Herman.
You haven't been reading the chat.
Yeah, you haven't been reading chat. It's been yeah. He was kind of bossed around.
There's a whole sub story going on behind the story.
Nobody was like on the bar doing that dance,
I mean,
the Pee Wee Herman dance.
That's what I envisioned.
Theo was doing like a dramatic song, right?
Yeah.
And her,
Yeah,
Mm.
and her
Mm.
that
dress-
sultry song.
and everybody
Right.
was like turned quiet and watched while Ashes pressed her point on Dougie. The other
Dougie's one of us.
dirtbags.
Dougie's one of us. We need them.
Yeah.
But we need them. They're very useful.
Don't call them dirtbags.
They're part of
They're-
the
Dougie
Proud
and his
supporters of the
dirtbags.
revolution.
They're
Mhm.
dirtbags. Yeah. So yeah, Alaria is just saying. I'm just saying that in theory, the imp, if you could make friends with it, it would be awesome. I just don't know if that's possible because she
Don't
could
know.
screw us over. Also,
Oh, totally. That's
I mean, if she got free somehow, she could tell. She could tell through and everything.
But at least we know that she is here. She was invisible before.
Better the devil we know.
As how annoying as it is.
So we're gonna just keep Laria says. So you want to just keep Laria in her cage for now?
For now.
We'll keep Blosadriette, in her cage.
Do we want to spend the time to take the contract and see if we can find somebody and get the services to determine what it says now?
Oh yeah, we can definitely do that. Go down to
Depend on how expensive the services are.
we have
If we move the contract itself, don't we also have to move the imp?
oh no. Or I guess
But the
that's
imp-
true. Hmm.
So you want to try to
Don't we
find
already have like an expert working on it though? I mean, I feel like we could try to find somebody who casts a spell magic.
Yeah, I mean, we could hire someone,
We
some
could hire them to
specialist.
come to the coffee house.
And just
know.
look at it with
Yep.
just like we found this. I mean,
Yep.
diabolism is not uncommon; it's very common. So having a helpful infernal creature is not super suspicious.
Hmm.
So you want to see if you could find somebody who can deal with this contract? Is that the
I
deal?
feel like between your highbrow contacts and my lowbrow contacts, we ought to find somebody. Right?
Yeah.
All
Trying
right.
to figure out what looking on this thing.
I'm looking through the city right now for a spellcaster. Laria scratches her head. Rexus Victocora taps a pencil absent-mindedly as they both rack their brains to see if they can... Oh!
Uh-oh.
That might work. Alright, so they say, you might want to try Songbird Hall. It's the
Songbird
only
Hall.
good aligned church allowed to openly
Oh.
practice in Kintargo. So this is a Pathfinder adventure, but it's in my D&D world, so some of the stuff is different. So in the adventure, it's a church of Shellen, but in my game, it's a church of Mari, the goddess of luck. And all the gods in my campaign are former characters, so Mari was actually a hero in my Scales of War campaign who hit 30th level in 4th edition. So you could check that place out.
Where what's the name of the coffee house that we're sitting on top of or under?
Is it the Long Roads Coffee House?
Yeah.
Or is that the?
Yep, that's it.
Where is that? I guess I'll figure out this map eventually.
It was near the coast, I think, right?
Okay.
Because
Oh, that's not.
Wasp's Nest
Wow.
had the-
That's it for spellcasters that I could find.
Oh wow, we got one of the few.
We'll just have to do it ourselves.
Yeah.
Or
Long Road Coffee V3.
Or you
Let's
could try
start.
Lady Doker's School for Girls.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Lady Doker is a sorcerer of some repute.
some repute. What kind of repute?
I
Oh
feel
my
like
God. Oh.
Theo went to the school.
Theo probably hated that school. I mean, she believes in all that, but she doesn't like being told what to do. So
Mhm.
Oh, like the uniform policy, and Theo would just
It's like,
be
this is-
constantly
this is
trying-
dreadful. No, I have my own.
The student body is almost entirely composed of half-elves. The school's... Oops.
I mean, if you're rich enough, you can get in.
Whoa.
Oh no.
Yeah, you could try the School for Girls or
Could we?
Songbird Hall.
I have a disguise kit.
Oh, so do I.
You have
I'm
No
pretty
amount of
young.
Do you want to? Oh. Do you want a makeover from? Let's do it.
Mhm.
Let's clean her up and get her. Let's
Ashes
My
would
Fair
hate
Lady
this
this.
to
My
her
Fair
very
Lady
core,
this.
but
Oh,
she
yeah.
wants to see what's on this contract.
Yeah.
Why do we have to disguise ourselves though? We're just going to see the.
I mean,
Go ahead.
Well, I think we could get it for free, maybe, right?
We don't have to 21 Jump Street this whole thing. We can.
I mean, not
Oh.
us, but Ashes. Maybe it'd make it more palatable to have someone not from the alleyway with us.
Okay.
These are nobles, after all. I mean, it'd be fun. Dress
Okay.
up. Get that layer of dirt off.
Okay. Well, I'll let
Already under there.
Theo talk to Ashes about this because it's not exactly Rawls' thing.
It's so I guess we can montage this. I'm pretty sure like Ash is just gonna be like, no, So
So-
Theo is just gonna cast Unseen Servant, and she's gonna sit there and have this Unseen Servant do this, and just kind of like, no, just sit there. No, sit there. This is for your own good.
So Ashes, probably during the montage, Ashes would confide in Theo that she actually had to do this for the people that had her captive back in the day.
Oh,
She had to make herself up to be like a representative of some like foreign nation that was fake that sounded legit, so that she could get cadavers for them,
oh, well,
like, legally.
it's like, well, you survived. That's good, and you have practice. That's good. Now, just don't move. I mean, this is gonna. Your hair is full of knots, and just like, just having the unseen servant just pull at it.
Maybe she does pigtails.
That's
And she
fashionable,
used to
I
do
guess.
rosy cheeks because she'd call herself Rosie when she drove.
Oh, not that much makeup.
And-
With stability.
Are you doing this in the wasp nest down where the water is? There's like a little underground shore, and there's a statue of Umbra, who's the goddess of good. She's got bat wings. I mean, are you doing it there because there's water, or do you want to just do it somewhere else?
Oh, not that water. That water's gross. There was a crocodile in that water. There was an alligator in that water.
And a dead dude, yeah.
There was a dead man in that thing, and it smelled, and it was probably real bad. So we're probably doing it like
Somewhere else. Okay.
in the wasp nest, but not near the. We have
Okay.
to clean it. We gotta take care of that.
All right. So you unseen servant cleans up Ashes.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna give Ashes some nice clothes.
Mm-hmm. I don't think we're entirely like different heights, so I can probably give you something. Just don't rip it up, and I want it back.
All right.
There's
So you
jewelry
dress
on it.
Ashes up, and then what happens?
I guess we're going to the. We're taking a trip to the finishing school.
So are you going to have Ashes will have the contract on her? Is she going to try to get this thing done? Or are you going to try to, what's the plan?
I think I can try or whatever. Do you think you can do it?
I'm wondering if, should we say that Ashes once admitted, and then once she gets in, she could try to convince this headmistress of sorts to cast to do her thing over the contract and reveal what it says, and then Ashes can kind of sneak out at night and make her way back.
Hmm.
I don't know. Is that too complicated?
Do you want now? Theo's just like, oh, do you actually want to,
I don't. We
Sneak
don't
out,
tell
or
Raw
do you-
any of this.
or do you want to actually occasionally go there? Because I think it would help.
Oh,
Eventually, we might need you to.
I
Be
viewed it as
better
a
at it.
boarding school, but maybe you're right. Maybe it's not like a.
It's a finishing.
Okay.
Everyone needs help, and you're young enough still, and it'd be helpful in case we have to go to parties and stuff. Know the rules, know decorum, because they can smell that from a mile away that you are not one of them.
Yeah, this could be a long-term plan where this is secretly for the contract. We're actually literally going to send the scrubby urchin to finishing school.
Yes, yeah. This is Theo. This feels like a little project now.
You're probably right. She takes the flask out of her dress and like leaves it in the wasp nest, and the bottle of whiskey out of the other side.
No, you can keep that. Just sneak it. I've done that before. That's not uncommon. They all drink. I know you're good at hiding it, so just take that. They might have some better stuff, so just keep an eye out. Yeah, so I guess we're going. Get Ashes admitted into this finishing school for girls.
So you're all going?
Oh yeah. I mean, we're all.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom and Dad want to get.
Unless there's anything
I'm not-
pressing.
I'm not
Rosie
old enough.
into
I'm
the school, right?
Okay.
Yes.
So it's a grand building, lots of half-elf schoolgirls in their schoolgirl uniforms. Some of them, when one misbehaves, a teacher, raps them on the knuckles with a ruler.
Hmm.
And yeah, so you're brought to the office of Maya Laurie Doker, who seems somewhat forlorn. As you enter, she's looking out the window wistfully. What do you do?
Oh, greetings, Lady Doker. It's so nice to see you. It's been a while.
She says, "Oh, hello. Okay." She looks and says, "So, who are the parents and who's the child?"
Oh, I'm certainly not old enough yet, but friend of mine would like to take some lessons
Oh.
from here.
Ashes says, "Oh, Mom, quit being
I'm
so
not-
modest."
Oh god, you just see like just anger, just so.
Dad, would you tell Mom to knock it off?
Rawl doesn't respond.
Hmm. Did you
Statue.
adopt young Ashes then?
I guess I did.
Oh.
She's a handful, certainly. She needs.
Oh yeah, I guess it
Might
wouldn't
need
work
some
out,
extra
right?
discipline.
Because Ashes is an elf, and what's
Human
We're both
also
human.
feels like
oh
20, feels like 20 something. She's like,
all right.
She says, I founded this boarding school 3 centuries ago to educate young Chelish noblewomen in the ways of the elves, which was in vogue at the time.
oh yes.
Today, our student body is almost entirely composed of half-elves from across Cheliax, Isger, and Multhune.
Mm.
Um, wow. Okay, so she sits down. So, you want young Ashes to
Oh well. Okay,
Well, her name's Rosie.
Rosie. Yes.
Rosie.
Rosie.
All right. She seems like a lovely young girl who would
Oh.
benefit from our teachings to help her fit in better in Kintargo and the somewhat harsh rules of our society.
Yes, ever since I was an orphan, I've always wanted to learn the ways of my elven people, and have never had the chance. With these human parents of mine.
She,
Sweet.
let's see, she like holds out a hand, and like papers that are across the room like float over to her hand.
Mm.
And then she like floats a quill and ink and whatever over to the parents. But there is, tuition.
Oh yes. I mean,
We have a number you could pay up front or a weekly pay. She will have a roommate if she wants to stay on campus, or
I mean, just to let you know that she will be spending time at home as well. She has her duties to the family that she must. So, would it be okay to take her out occasionally, but still have the housing?
All right. So she
I will
slides
make
you the
sure.
forms.
Mhm.
I guess you got to pay, I don't know, 10 gold up front.
Oh, geez, that's nothing. Absolutely nothing for a
Okay.
person of our standing, of course.
Wonderful.
Oh,
Rosie says, "Oh, I'm so excited," and she runs over and hugs Dad,
mm,
gives him a peck on the cheek, and runs over and gives Mom a real big hug.
you just see Theo just kind of like. Mm.
Can I try to pickpocket while I hug
I
Mom?
was gonna say Rawl immediately checks his his money. Just
Who are you?
flinching.
Okay, who are you pickpocketing? Because this is.
Theo, because I want the pearl.
I mean,
All right. So Rosie, as you start to do that, Lady Doker says, "Tut tut tut. You can't
oh hell! Oh no!
you can't trick
Oh,
an
no.
arcane trickster, young lady.
Oh, this
Put
is
that
terrific.
hand back where it was."
I mean, yeah, I'm hoping that this will give her the foundation that will make her successful. I mean, she is talented, but wild and strong-minded. So
The greatest disappointment of my life.
that's right. Yes, we try.
All right, well, just leave young Rosie with us now that we know she has sticky fingers. We can be sure
Oh,
to keep an eye on her.
Ashes is suddenly regretting her entire life up to this point.
All right.
Yeah, we have home lessons that she can do. We have keep her update with the Diabolism studies that we do at home, and we have some homework that she could work on as well. Ashes, you have Rosie, you have the homework, right?
Yes, I've got it.
Can we have some instructor help her out with this while we're gone? We can pay extra.
Let me see. You show it to her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She says, "Do you mind if I?" So you told her what?
It's part of her pre-obelisk studies. Try to get a leg up on the to basically deal with the
There's
Chelish
nothing
government.
on this page. What are you?
These are very advanced studies.
Hold
If
on.
you have an expert, it would be helpful. But
Just one moment, please. She
Mhm.
like chants something and like the words become visible. She like looks
Ah.
at it. This is an infernal contract.
Oh yes, of course.
For
We have many of
House
those at home.
Cassini. How
Mhm.
did you end up with it?
We've inherited some of House Vicini's things in a deal that we've made, and we just wanted to.
Where's the imp?
The imp is away. We did not want to bring the imp into the school, so we left it.
You should not. Definitely don't bring an imp into the school.
Of course not.
This.
You mean another one? Ash-
Rosie just like, oh my god. Yeah.
She says, you have a contract for an imp. Those imps have poison stingers. I mean,
Oh, of course.
she
I
could
mean, we have.
kill someone.
Oh, this is not.
They turn invisible.
Mm-hmm.
This thing is from the Nine Hells.
Oh, of course. I mean, is that where all the devils come from? Unless unless
Yes.
we've been fealty to the wrong gods or the wrong fiends, that would be very bad.
No, if you're worshiping Asmodeus, then you're
We're
worshiping
not worshiping Asmodeus. We're just keeping her studies
the correct
current.
deity of Kintargo.
I know. We don't worship, and this is purely for upward mobility. You understand?
You were going to have her study this imp contract for what?
If she goes into work with the Chelish nobles, she has to know what she's reading in case.
She like stops listening and like waves her hand, and the door closes and locks, and she sits down and like whispers. What do you know about the school for girls?
I know that it's a finishing school with
You brought me a contract, for an ancient contract.
Oh, is that what that is?
It's from decades ago.
And
All of the people in House Cassini mentioned in this are dead. They're all gone.
oh yes, this is why we have it. They're dead, and our house is still active and alive.
She gets almost like she's ready to spring up. She says, "Did House Thrune send you?"
Of course not.
She says, "Do you mind if I probe your mind?"
I would prefer not to.
Hmm.
If you have questions, just ask me.
She says, "How do you feel about Barzillai Thrune?"
Well, loyalty to Chile, I feel
He's an
that
asshole.
yes.
I say.
Yes, my
Oh, she like breathes a
husband is
sigh
correct.
of relief. And she says, I provide the most promising of my charges more than just a proper education.
Mm.
I train these hand-selected students to join a secretive group that I call the Lacunafex. I originally started this group on a whim, but over the decades, the Lacunafex have developed into a highly capable sisterhood of spies and secretive messengers, often used by the Sacred Order of Archivists to deliver information across Cheliax.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, I've ordered my girls to curtail their activities, whilst I watch and wait to see how Barzillai Thrune's occupation of Kintargo plays out.
Ah, that's interesting.
You wanted to join the Lacunafex, didn't you?
We have other concerns that do not, that are against Thrune. Thrune is a brute.
Mm-hmm.
He has closed down the head of culture, and that is the most important part of Kintargo.
Mm-hmm. Well, you have yourself an ancient imp. And I have I don't know what you have brought to me exactly, but
Mm. Well, that's our
what are we
concern.
what are we what is it what do you want?
Well, we basically want our charge here, Rosie, to be taught in the ways of nobility, so she may flourish.
Oh, but mom, that
Yeah.
other thing she was talking about sounds really cool too.
Yes. I also know people that. What made you tell us this? I'm pretty sure a group of spies does not just say out loud to anybody that steps by.
I figured you were either agents of Thrune here to kill me, as they have killed so many others, or you were against Thrune and needed help with this contract that you
Yes.
found while doing something that Thrune wouldn't like.
Yes,
I'm
well,
just
I guess.
telling you, Thrune is on the side of the devils, and having an imp is, in theory, not good, because if the imp gets the chance to betray you, it will.
Yes, of course. I mean,
What does
Tearing
the
up the contract
contract
will
say?
just send it away for good.
oh, yes, which is what we figured.
It has to
But
obey
the-
whoever holds the contract. And I don't know how you got it to stay away, but apparently it should be following you around. It's probably in excruciating pain right now.
Oh,
Oh, that's unfortunate. But know that your secret is safe with us, and we may come to an arrangement in the future. Just know that House Beryl Ember is a friend and can be counted on if you have any additional activities regarding Thrune
Mhm.
and making his stay here as uncomfortable as possible.
Hmm. Alright.
yep. Should like low key to Theo and Ash's, like Rawl would wonder if we should not maybe try to get this woman into the Silver Ravens now rather than later,
Yeah.
since she seems to have already a sort of a network of, potentially, infiltrators
hmm
that she's teaching. So could we not maybe tell her about?
Oh,
we don't
no.
even have to say. We could just say the Silver Ravens exist, and we might know some people who are getting the gang back together. So to
Yeah, I
speak.
mean that's why Theo kind of said her family's name. We can work.
Okay.
We can.
So just let them know that we could start maybe sending messages to
Yeah, because it's
Lady Dokar.
yeah, 'cause
Um,
it's fairly well known that Theo does not like Thrune at all.
yeah.
She'll work on this. I guess we can work on this, but not say the Ravens.
Right. We don't want to. We just don't want her to know that we're in charge of the Ravens. But maybe we could start sending her messages a couple weeks later
Yeah, I mean,
from the Silver Ravens.
that's what Rosie's here for as well.
Yeah, that's
Figure
true.
out if she's on the up and up, and then maybe bring them in at a certain point.
Yeah. So Rosie can be our contact or our liaison
hmm
to this group.
And get some
What
good
did
lessons.
she call her? What did she call her network, Sean?
Ah, this is exciting.
The Lacuna Fex.
Oh god,
LACUNAFEX.
that's rad. That's really good. Cool.
Okay. Neat.
Neat. Potential
They
contacts.
still require it's still 10 GP down payment.
I mean, Phil can take care of that. I guess she has her own money.
She does. Okay.
So, Ashes is actually going to attend this school during the day. Is that the deal?
And what else? Occasionally, we've given her the out, right?
So, like, she's seated in science class next to like a girl with a retainer named Vandy.
But if it's
My name's Vandy. I hate my headgear.
She's like, hey Vandy, have a sip of this. It'll help. And hands her a flask.
Oh yeah, these half elves are just.
You're a bad influence. I'll try it.
isn't Ash's quite a lot older than most of the girls at this school.
I mean, they're
Well, in
they're
elf
elves.
years, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, she
But I mean,
is.
she's like 17 or 18 for.
Yeah, she's
don't know.
also
Oh, okay. So she's not
full
that
elf.
far.
So
Okay.
Yeah, for
we
an
can
elf.
deal with that.
I was thinking Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill style hijinks.
Yeah.
Like,
All right,
Okay.
so you
Mhm.
enroll her in the school in the school for
Yeah,
girls.
I guess so. I guess that's if that's
All right.
is that's okay with Ashes.
Yeah, and I mean Ash's long-term play here into this Lacoon effects is going to be to try to do whatever she can to get on Doker's I don't know, good graces of
I mean-
somehow, right?
Yeah. I mean, also the fact that like if you want to take stuff and you want to steal stuff, spoiled rich children have probably lots of money.
Hmm.
or the long con is to get the skills to infiltrate high society and then
Mhm.
steal from devil worshipping families.
Yep.
Yeah,
Join us in
but it's perfect story-wise. I already had
Exactly.
Arcane Trickster planned for Ashes.
hell
So
yeah. Nice.
Mm,
it goes hand in hand.
cool.
All right. So that's all taken care of.
Hmm.
All right. So there's a number of missions that will be going on here. Just a couple things here, Larry. Once you get back and all that's taken care of, and Ashes went to school and gets home from school or whatever,
How often
Has
do
her
I have
snack
to pay?
or
How often
whatever.
do I have to pay for Ash's tuition?
Every week, I guess.
God damn it!
Wow.
You better not steal from me.
Weekly 10
I'm
GP.
So-
putting 10 gold in your.
Wait, could
education.
Ashes do like a side event every week where she tries to steal her tuition from the girls and or the school?
Yeah.
So that
sure.
and then she just basically pays them with their own money.
It's like, well, I mean, honest school, you're an adult, so like you can do whatever.
Mhm.
Well, we're gonna loot the body of everything just to pay for our faux child's tuition.
I
This
mean,
is
it's
so much like real life now.
You know, Ashes. I mean, there's gonna be a big dance with the school of boys coming up.
Oh no.
So they're gonna be
If you
expecting.
get pregnant, you're out of the
Oh,
It's almost like
mean,
a
you wouldn't
test
be-
where it's like you have to be ladylike.
it's just this is just bully. This is like bully now, just a game. It's just like infiltrate. You gotta do your school.
So when you get back, both of them are
Not see.
Laria and Rexus are both weirded out. Like you signed up. You went to a girls' school.
Yes.
Kind of all right.
Ash just pulls out her daggers and says, "If any of you say any of this to anybody, this is the last thing you're gonna see. Is this?
I
in
mean-
your eyeballs."
I mean, we do need help in getting this one to pass as an ability.
Did Ashes do that to Rawl or just to?
No, to these jokers that we have to
Oh, okay.
live with.
Okay.
Mm.
I mean,
I want to go and see how the imp is doing.
The imp like just glares at you angrily.
you want to be in charge of it? Does Rawl want to be in charge of this imp?
Yep.
All right, Rawl can be in charge of this imp.
Just shaking the
Oh my god.
contract at the imp, just saying, "All right, you've got to do exactly what we say." So first off, no betrayal of us ever in any way, shape, or
Oh.
form, knowing wittingly or unwittingly. Second of all, you don't harm anyone unless we say you harm them. Third of all, you don't annoy us. And then-
She
and-
sighs and says, "Yes, master."
And then I open the cage. That's
Alright.
it.
Sweet. I mean, having an imp is gonna make you less suspicious
Me?
around here. Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, devil worshippers everywhere. Having an imp is probably something you have. It's like a chihuahua or something.
I've had my fill of devil worshippers.
I mean, I'll take care of most of them. Do not
It's
worry.
like flashbacks to his family. Just-
I don't think. Yeah, all of us probably
Yeah,
have really bad family.
You were all you're at a big dinner and they're like, "Rawl, say grace," and you're supposed to be like, "Hey, Asmodeus, in all your evil
Yeah,
glory,
Asmodeus.
we sacrifice this young child for you."
we give our mandatory thanks to Nessus, the ruler of the Nine Hells.
Oh my god.
We are slaves to your will, that kind of thing.
That's our.
All right,
Alright.
so Larius says, all right, so now did you take the Blassadriette, the imp, out of the cage, or you did?
Yeah, well, once I'd read off the rules of like
Alright.
absolutely no betrayal and sort of just, I'll probably do some kind of version of Asimov's like 3 rules for robots as far as like
Mm,
what she can and can't do for us
okay.
Yeah.
for the Silver Ravens. But
Alright.
once I'm satisfied with that, I'll let her out of the cage because there's no point.
Okay.
She can only go
So-
so far away from the contract.
She turns invisible, and you can feel her land on your shoulder.
Cool.
Okay.
Yes.
On Rawls' shoulder?
On Rawls' shoulder.
Okay.
Rawl the way on your shoulder.
Oh my god.
So you got some options here, Larius says. You can
Mhm.
help Rexus decode these documents, or there's something I was thinking we should do. Investigate the fires. About a week ago, they burned down some buildings associated with dissidents. And I was thinking maybe you could check the wreckage and see if there's any clues as to why it was those buildings and those people, and if those people are dead. Anything you could find out might help.
Okay.
Especially
That's
because
all.
it's some strange places. I mean, Rexus says, one of them was my estate, and I've already searched that. But then they burned down a place called the Thrashing Badger Tavern
Hmm.
and a music store called the Silver Star.
Oh, I guess.
Why?
I mean,
Why?
dissidents, I guess.
Well, I think it might be worth the time to check them out. But the thing is, the Dotari, the city guard,
Mm-hmm.
they keep a careful eye on those places and
Okay.
frequently patrol near them. So
Would there be a reason to go to your estate?
Rexus says I've been there a number of times looking for
Okay.
my mother, and I found nothing.
All right. So should we? Is it worth going there, or should we just focus on the other two considering?
Larius says probably you should check out the Thrashing Badger and the Silver Star.
All right. That sound good to the rest of you?
That's fine.
This is after
Yep.
school, right? Because
Exactly.
school's a real drag.
Oh, yes.
All this homework.
You hear, yeah, like at school it was like your Vandy, your seatmate, is like, "Hey Rosie, what's the answer to number 3?
Shut up,
Dagger.
Vandy.
Do you have more of that drink?"
Oh my god.
You drank it all yesterday. I didn't even get a sip.
You got her addicted to poison. Oh
I
no.
don't care anymore. I'm one of the bad girls.
Can we? Oh, Sean, can we please just have a gang of like?
That's one of the teams.
Yeah, can we have a child gang?
The
Gang of,
school
like,
girls.
Corrupted
Yeah.
schoolgirls.
So-
Like
punkish,
baseball
capitals.
bats.
So
Yeah.
when you're at the school for girls, you're slowly keeping
Can
your
you
eyes
please-
peeled out for
Just convert them into a gang for us.
well, what would they? All right, so I don't know. Vandy is just a unpopular girl with a retainer. I don't know if you want her, but like, what other types? Like, would you want like cheerleader?
We don't-
The
We
mean
don't want her.
girls.
Vandy's like the leader. She's the manager of the team.
Oh, really? Okay. And you want like the book nerd,
Mhm.
the sports.
She has really thick glasses and like
Breakfast Club.
it's very yeah.
No, but I mean like the other types of girls. So there's like a girl who's quiet and reads all the time. There's a super popular cheerleader girl.
Mhm,
There's the mean girl.
mhm.
I'm trying to think of school stereotypes. The sports girl.
Yeah, sports girl.
The
the
girl who
gothy
only
girl.
has guy friends, right? 'Cause I don't like
Uh,
drama,
We have the one
uh,
goth girl.
goth girl.
Yes.
Yeah. So which,
Spooky goth girl.
if you had to pick 3, what would the other 3 you would recruit be like?
Ooh.
40 Spice.
God, dude, Spice. Oh my god.
They're in the
Spice.
quasi-elemental plane of spice. They're
Oh god.
not here.
The Quasi Spice Girls.
Yeah, that's exactly
Oh
what they are.
my god.
That's exactly what they are. So, if you could pick 3 other types, like what would they be? Or your own pick. I don't care.
Yeah, you get to pick which one of these
Or I mean,
nobles.
Well, so
or the girl that's crazy about boys.
Oh, don't get that one. That one's gonna be trouble.
That's
no,
the
we
wet
definitely need that one. The girl that's crazy about
Yeah.
boys. boys, with Goth Girl and well, the girl that's crazy about boys. Could we also blend that with a cheerleader girl?
Oh, okay, yeah.
I feel like that's appropriate.
All right.
Goth Girl,
Uh-huh.
Are we? Oh no.
and there's got to be.
Are we just wait? Are we just picking like tinier versions of people in the party now? I just thought about.
And
You're right.
Because if we get the sporty one, it's just like,
yeah, and the sporty one. That's what
yeah,
yeah, I think that works. Works great.
yeah. Like, oh no, our tiny proteges.
All right.
Oh my god.
All right, so you're gonna try slowly. You'll be recruiting a team of badass schoolgirls
This is good. This
to
is-
rebel against the evil ruler of Kintargo.
I mean,
This-
we need supporters one way or another. So.
Well, I mean, the popular girl can probably get a lot of support.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Sporty girl wields a lacrosse, no, a field hockey stick.
Mhm.
All right.
God. that was
I'm
good.
teaching Vandy proficiency with daggers.
Oh, sweet.
So, are you inviting her over to your house after school? Is that the deal?
Well, during our breaks in between classes, I imagine we go to our room and I practice like throwing daggers into the wall or up into the ceiling or something with her.
She's like, "This is bad. You're badass." Yeah. You know.
This is good.
All right. Give me that booze.
Oh no.
You know what we should do? We should write Thrune smells in like on a wall or something. I'm gonna carve it into my desk tomorrow during social studies.
Ashes just generally encourages all of this
This is so good.
while being
What have
basically
we-
uninterested.
What have we done? This is so good.
All right.
You're
So-
definitely going to be the most popular girl at school in no time, Vandy.
You think
Mm.
so? I don't know. I have to get an upgrade to my retainer soon. It's about to become a whole new type of headgear.
Oh.
Generally, the more headgear I have, the less popular I become.
Just get one that's like really sharp, and we'll find
my
inventive
God.
ways for you to use it. Trust me.
Oh man, I don't know, like it fires darts or something. It's like darts lining the. Just bite down and she shoots one.
Yeah, it's
All right.
Oh, this is
Okay.
this
So
is lovely. This is lovely.
back in the head. So I don't know. Would you like to spend some time decoding the documents, helping Rexus decode them? The more
Mhm.
people working on it, the faster it'll get done. Right now, we're looking at like 7 weeks.
Oh boy.
But if you
Mhm.
all chip in, it might take 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Oh,
Or
well,
I mean, letting the burned buildings lie, the longer they're there,
I
the
mean,
more chance if there
I'm happy
are
with
any
checking
clues
out-
there, they're going to be gone.
what do you think,
I'm
Hal?
having to check out the fires. Raul gets a bit restless. He's
Mhm.
not one for documents.
Yeah.
He's more of a guy of action, so he wants to be out there doing things that are going to help. So like he's not gonna mind if like other people want to stay and study, like help out with the I don't know, the documents, but that's not his thing. He would just get restless. So he wants to go to the fire, the burnt down wreckage.
Yeah.
So you're all going to go check that out?
Yeah. I think Theo just wants to like. It's been a lot of sitting around and kind of planning. It's time to get out.
All right, so Raul, you're going to
Maybe
bring
something.
Blissadriette, the imp, with you?
Yes,
And
purely because that's more fun.
now there's a curfew between 9 and 6. If you get caught being out during the curfew, you can go to jail. What time do you want to go?
Are there guards or Datari that are around these places during the day?
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like a constant presence, but they pass by fairly
Okay.
Okay.
regularly.
Well, let's give ourselves enough time to. I'd say midday is fine. We
Should
could
we-
probably.
Should we go at like 7-ish
Oh,
and try to risk some of the cover of night to do anything that we need to do that we might want to be a little more quiet or hidden?
We're attempting illegal things, so
I mean, we can
Wait,
do
hi.
that. I'm just saying that Rawl is not very stealthy.
yeah. We can make
But
up.
I guess I could command the imp who is stealthy to do things. So there's that.
Yeah, that sounds whatever. Rawl is the field leader, so Fio will kind
Am
of
I a
like
field
agree.
leader?
I think you're the field leader. I mean, it's not me. It's
The
not Fio.
Reichsmarshal
It's
for
not
intelligence. Well, Ashes, yeah, he'll go. I mean, if Ashes suggests that nighttime would be better, he'll take that in consideration and say, "All right, we'll try it that way," and we can go and we'll go near. Still a couple hours before curfew, but we'll
Okay.
go as the sun's setting.
Okay.
So 7 p.m.
All right.
Yep.
Do you want to go to the Thrashing Badger or the Silver Star?
What's the difference?
The Thrashing Badger was a watering hole. Silver Star is a music store.
Let's go to the music store.
Sounds good.
The music store. Silver Star. Okay, so you walk through the streets. It's dark out. Basically, you see a sinkhole with scorched rubble. Part of the building collapsed into the cellar area.
Mm.
So there is a lot of detritus. What would you like to do? It's a sinkhole filled with scorched rubble. The building collapsed into the chambers below when it burned.
Okay.
Do you want me to go and
Mm.
into it and look around?
All right.
You be the lookout?
I'll be lookout, or Fio can distract.
Rawl is happy to just stay back and tell Blassadriette to listen to Ashes and aid her in her searching, however she asks. And I'll just send Blassadriette with Ashes.
Sounds good.
Blassadriette says, I have to go with her.
Hmm?
Alright. So Blassadriette, you feel an invisible imp land on your shoulder, and the imp's voice whispers in your ear, "You know, Thrune's not so bad, just saying."
You know, he didn't say land on my shoulder. I think one of the rules is don't touch me.
Okay, fine. But I'm just saying that
Just shut up. We're trying to be stealthy.
there's a reward waiting for you.
Yeah,
House
my
Throne
dagger
is-
is going to be the reward waiting for you if you don't shut your mouth.
They're very generous. Okay, so you're searching the rubble?
Yes.
All right,
As
so
quietly as possible.
it will basically you make a perception check, and that represents 1 hour of sifting through the rubble.
Hmm.
Okay, perception check.
Uh-huh.
Does Blassadriette get one?
I guess.
21. She might not need one.
Oh, okay. All right. So, Ashes is sifting through the ashes of the building, and so Fio
That's
and
not
Rawl, you're keeping your eyes peeled for guards.
Yeah, I'm just getting ready to like be as like standoffish and kind of like distracting as possible if they come near us.
So 5 guards are kind of in the vicinity and coming closer. And what do you want to do?
Mm.
Are we technically doing anything illegal right now? We're just standing around in the street.
No, but you're pretty sure that they're not going to want Ashes going through the
Okay, should
burned
we
down building.
Okay.
enact plan Angry Noble and just talk to them?
Yeah,
All right.
if you'd like.
All right, let's do it. So Fio's just gonna go up to him like, I'm glad you're here. Someone here is in charge. Finally, I've been waiting here for hours.
I'll just stand behind Fio and try to go with wherever she leads this.
What seems to be the problem, ma'am?
This is the problem. She like points angrily at the crater. This used to be a music store,
Mm-hmm.
and I was owed a very expensive antique, and I want to know who's in charge.
Oh. They look at each other and they say, well, okay, now, look, it burned down. I'm sure you were owed an antique.
Yes, it was
the
rare.
owners have gone missing.
Don't you know who I am? I'm a noble, Beryl Ember. Our family's very well known here. I will have your head if you do not help me.
They all get like, okay. So while you're looking through the rubble, Ashes, let's see here. All right. Make another perception.
Ooh, another perception. That one's a 5.
So suddenly the rubble shifts under your feet and you fall below. You take 4 damage,
No.
Okay.
but you land right near something interesting. Let's see.
I fall and you hear, ow!
Sure, it's like
Go out of the.
you fell on a troll. Hey,
There
look,
is a large coffer. A container, a large container of some kind. So, Theo, they're stammering, and then they hear the loud like, and they go, "What the heck was that?" They're like, "Steve, go check that out."
and I just look at if you want to do something.
Me?
Yeah, and she Theo looks at Raul and just like,
Raw looks really surprised.
yeah. It's like I can give you like
I'm like, yeah. Internally, Rawls like, I have no idea how to explain this away, and then he steps in front of the Tatari who are going over to check it, and he coughs to buy himself a little bit more time to think, and then he says, "This whole the fact that this whole place is still collapsing is the main reason why my lady is so angered. The heirloom that she is seeking to that she is owed is somewhere amongst this debris, and if you and your guards trample over it, they're even more likely to destroy it if it is still intact. I request that you stand back."
He looks at the chief. He says, "Yeah, if it's still collapsing, it might be dangerous to go in there. We should really get some security tape around that thing, you know." And
That would be
chief's like,
wise.
that is true. So meanwhile, Ashes, you're down there. You hear the flapping of wings near you. Hey, open the coffer. We'll just keep the stuff that's in there.
Hey, do something useful and make sure you cover this so nobody can see it. Can't you do like little illusions and stuff?
You want me to cover this coffer?
No, make it look like nothing collapsed. Make sure nobody sees us.
Oh, hold on. I gotta look up my powers. All right, let's see. Devils.
Solution to making sure no one sees us is to sting out the eyes of every onlooker.
Yeah, whatever. Ashes would be like, that sounds fun.
She says, "I don't know what you think I can do, but what do you want? I can turn invisible, or I could turn into a rat or a raven or a spider."
Turn into a raven and fly out of here and make sure everybody sees you. Pretend like you did it.
Okay. So suddenly, she turns into a raven, and you guys are out there, and the guards are like talking about yellow tape, and all of a sudden there's another kind of like, and like ashes, dust goes flying everywhere as a raven like flies out, and like and it actually swoops like right by Rahl and Theo, and Rahl, you hear the imp whisper as she passes by, "Hail Asmodeus!" Whoosh, and she flies right by. And they're like, "Whoa!" And they're like, "Just a bird, Chief. It's just a bird." It's like, "Oh, all right. Look, lady, I'll tell you. You can go to the court, or I'm gonna give you a little thing. All right. Just it's not. I mean, stuff happens. You know. I don't know. Hopefully they can reimburse you if you can't get your antique, whatever it is. All right. But yeah, we're gonna a lot of crime.
All right,
Gotta go
fine.
deal with some crime.
I'll take it up with them, but I'm sure.
A lot of crime.
So
A lot
much
of
crime.
mint. There's a lot. Stay away from that mint, everybody. Don't forget, it's illegal to have mint of any kind.
Of course.
And don't be drinking tea. The sun's down. Don't let me catch you with a tea bag on you.
Oh. We're
All right.
aware of the rules.
No
Should I?
teabagging.
I feel. I don't know. Maybe we should pat him out. I think we might need to pat him down for tea bags.
Don't you dare.
They look at you. They look at you. I'm sure you don't have them, but like some dudes walking by and like, all right, pal, put your hands on the wall. Like,
Okay, yeah. Yeah, as long as they're like, she'll come to us as long as they're like either piecing out or just like distracted.
when's
You
like,
see
The guy
the
walking
Atari just sprinkling some mint, and then
Oh,
just
no!
saying, I found some mint on this
I
guy.
found some mint.
Oh,
Oh my god. Oh my god, we can plant stuff on people.
I was gonna say the poor guy walking by is probably Dougie.
Oh, Dougie, no.
they're like,
That ain't mine.
when's the last time you had some tea, huh? You know you're not supposed to have it after tonight.
He's like,
Tea time
"With your
comes
breath,
later,
right?"
later.
Mint. Oh no.
Your breath
Oh.
smells pretty fresh. I don't know.
Is that
need to
tea
take-
and mint? You
might need
put
to-
both?
Take
Oh.
it downtown.
It just fell in there, or blew in there or something. I swear.
Oh no.
All right, so you're in there. You got that coffer. What do you want to do, Ashes?
All right,
Guards
so
are
I'm gonna,
busy patting down passersby.
I'm gonna quickly case it to make sure it's not like trapped or anything. See if it's locked.
Is it locked? Coffer. No, I don't think it's locked.
Okay, I'm gonna flip it open.
There's some scrolls and potions in there.
Well, that's boring.
And oh, a symbol of Umbra,
Like a religious.
which is illegal.
Okay, I stash it all. I take it.
So you take all the stuff and then you're in a hole. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to climb out and head out.
All right, so make it athletics.
Oh no.
Oh, boy. 8.
Oh. Okay, so you try to climb out, but like more stuff collapses, and you fall back down. There's another noise, and some of the cops are like, they're like, what's going on over there?
It's a sinkhole. The earth moves. Rawl
not
will just
good.
say,
I think Better check
as if
it
it's
out.
not.
Better check this
Oh, I don't-
out. my
All right,
friend.
so-
Didn't we just get done telling you that it's dangerous? You guys seriously want to hurt yourselves?
We need to know how dangerous and set up a perimeter.
Why don't you set the perimeter now that you know it's dangerous? It continues to keep falling.
Lady, I
Don't
like
you
you,
need like tape?
but we got a job to do. You keep checking for
Yeah.
tea bags,
So
Ian.
I wanna, knowing that the stuff fell again, I wanna try to like listen, and if I hear like anybody getting close, I might be
Uh-huh.
able to see down. I just wanna duck into the coffer and just,
Oh,
because I imagine there's stuff on top of it. It maybe if I duck into the coffer, they wouldn't see me, and it just looks like there's.
I
a
don't
bunch of
think the
other-
coffer's big enough for you to get in. I mean,
Oh,
it's
is it too
just got-
small?
It just holds scrolls and potions. It's not like body size. It's not
Is,
like a
is there
coffee.
enough rubble to hide under?
Yeah, sure. Make a stealth. Some of the guards come over. Careful, Steve. Might collapse under you.
19.
Oh, thank God.
You hear like, you scared? No. You look scared. You say, shut up, man. And so they come over and they look in. And it's just a bunch of bird shit. And then they walk away. They do not see you. Now's your chance to sneak out. You want to try to climb again?
I don't think I have any other options. Yeah, I'll just try to climb again. Because, it's a 7.
Oh, jeez. All right, they hear another noise. Now they're like, "What? All right, what the hell is going on in there?" So one of them like comes to the edge.
Hmm.
Like he's like, "All right, I'm gonna hop down, all right?" And he's like, "You got a rope or something?" He's like, "No, I'll just lean down. Don't worry, you'll go." All right. So like Steve is gonna jump down there. Do you want to do anything?
Yeah, I want to stab him in the neck.
Oh my!
So he like
Just like
drops down about 10 feet. There's like, it's not a big space. A lot of
2
collapsed
days to my
areas.
retirement.
oh no!
Steve looks around. He has no idea you're there. And what do you do?
Well, okay, so if he doesn't have any idea I'm here,
Yeah.
If he spots me,
Mhm.
I'm going 2 daggers straight to the neck. If it looks like he's not going to spot me,
The most efficient murderer is just like this dude's dead. This dude's super
He
dead.
is coming over to where you are, right by the coffer.
Oh no!
Up from up above. You hear,
Just
is there more birds? Are they gonna shit on you? He's like, shut up, man.
Can I have the Blissadriette as a raven? Can I command her to like go and peck the exploring guard on the head? Is
If you
Blissadriette near?
peck. Oh, you want Blissadriette in raven form to go peck him in the
Raven
head?
form, yeah, just to go and swoop down.
All right.
Imagine like a swoop attack, kind of like a magpie, just like defending
Oh.
its territory. Just
Oh,
like
yes.
peck the guard.
All right. So, Blissadriette invisible lands on your shoulder. You whisper to her to go do that. So yeah, she turns into raven form, flies down. So he's like looking around. He's right by you, Ashes, looking around, but doesn't see you or the coffer. And then the raven flaps down into the hole, pecks him on the head. He's he screams in terror, and the guard up above starts cracking up. He's like, "You're in its house. Get out of its house, Steve. What are you doing?" He's like, "Well, help me get out of here, then. This thing's gonna kill me." He's like, he just like starts laughing. Steve tries to scramble out. Rolls a natural 20. Like jumps, hoists himself out, and like starts running. And the other guard just starts cracking up, and he leaves too.
Okay. Do the guards leave enough for us to go and try to
They're all gonna
help?
leave. They all leave. Now.
Okay.
They're all.
Okay, once they leave, like Raw will carefully go towards the sinkhole and he'll try to help. Like if Ashes like
can, yeah.
jumps, he'll try to.
no, I don't need help. I'm fine. I'm going to try to climb out again.
Please.
Okay. He just
13.
Raw just what 13?
You climb out. Yeah.
There.
All right. You bring the coffer with you.
Oh shit! I left it down there.
No,
No,
I,
no, go
I
back.
left the coffer, but I have all the stuff on me.
Oh, okay. You left the coffer. All right. Okay. So what are you gonna do now? It's like 8 p.m. now.
I give Rawl the religious symbol that I found. Was it Umbra? Did we say?
The symbol of
Umbra.
Umbra, the goddess of good.
Oh,
Okay.
that's good. That's
I found this, and then I give the scrolls to Theo.
all right. Oh, she'll put those away until we have a chance to look at them.
We've got
Well,
the Thrashing Badger.
Yeah.
We could look at that ruin.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's
Do
You
We'll
go
cover
check
that.
out the ruins of the Thrashing Badger.
Mhm.
Basically, what
Mm.
you find is the building like actually partially collapsed in the water. After a thorough search, there's just nothing there
oh, God.
to
Mhm.
see.
All right.
So you're gonna go home and beat the curfew.
Yeah.
You're gonna check out your treasures.
Sure. Let's see what we got.
4 potions of healing,
Oh, jeez. Wow.
1 potion of heroism, a scroll of cure wounds, and 2 scrolls of lesser restoration.
Oh, those are ooh, that's good stuff. Scrolls of two
This
scrolls
adventure
of
just
lesser-
piles on the
Oh, I
magic
love it.
items. It just piles of magic items.
God,
So I
So-
didn't tell anybody about the potions.
that's fine. I think we have a bunch.
Oh,
Got to decide what I want to do with them.
I'm gonna school friends.
Yeah, I would probably hand out. What's the potion of heroism do?
Just I
Oh,
mean,
that's the one where you have to look up like 20 different things.
heroism, yeah.
Page 188 of the DMG.
God, just you're
Potion-
opposite. You're opposite 21 Jump Street. You're bringing stuff in.
I thought Potion of Heroism, doesn't that give you like temporary HP or something?
Yep. You gain 10 temporary hit points that last for 1 hour, and for the same duration, you're under the effect of the Bless spell. So then you got to look up Bless.
So you get 1d4 plus 1d4 to your
It's the charm.
and saving
I'm
throw.
thinking of the charm of heroism because it says it. So if you get charm of heroism and you look it up, it says it gives you the effects of a potion of heroism. So then you got to look that up, and you have no page number, right? So then you
Yeah.
find it, and then it says effects of a bless spell. And it doesn't give you the page number.
Oh,
for the
it's
bless
just
spell.
it's just a bless spell. Oh my. Okay.
And 10 temporary hit points. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
I'll be nice and I suggest that. So I just throw 1 potion of heroism and the 3 potions of healing onto the common table when we're looking
right.
over stuff.
Put
And
those.
I keep 1 potion of healing for me.
That's good.
All
Excellent.
right.
Okay. So you take care of all that stuff, and now it's nighttime. You want to do anything else special that day, or do you want to wait? Because there's another mission. Well, she'll tell you. Laria will tell you the mission now.
Okay.
All right. The next thing I would like to do. There's a mercenary named Forvian Crow. Him and his men were captured by Thrune's people, and they're being held in the Salix Salt Works, which was forcibly taken by House Thrune.
Oh, another one.
I want to break him out.
Oh, a jailbreak.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
I hope it's not during school because I can't go.
Oh, we can get you out anytime we want to. Benefits.
So
You don't understand, Mom. It's really tough. I've got to go every day and keep up with my studies.
Oh, you can go. You can. I've been there. You can go. What you can.
Mom, you're too old. You don't understand.
Plus, you're supposed to be getting ready for the big dance. You got to find a date.
She looks at you like. She just daggers at just staring. She's like,
Ashes can't control but giggle and laugh a bit.
yeah, it's funny. Yeah, she deserves it. Pio deserves it. Yeah, sounds good.
Blissadriette appears on a desk and sits there cross-legged on the edge of it. It says, "No, thank you for me."
Ashes goes
You
over
did
and
it.
tries to high five her.
Oh no.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Oh, all right. She cautiously, like, gives you one finger on the palm and waits for the.
Hey, I've been in your position before. It worked out for me. Don't worry about it.
She gives you a curious look. So Laria says, "So yeah, mercenaries. You want to break them out of a prison?"
So the prison's at the Salt Works.
Basically, what happened was, see, I wrote it down. House Thrune appropriated the salt works. The owner resisted, and they said he resisted arrest, so he was killed.
I mean,
So now they have this dirtbag, a dwarf named Kasrani. Him and a bunch of guards are keeping these people under lock and key until they figure out what to do with them. But Forvian Crow and his mercenaries would be a valuable asset to our growing rebel group.
are these mostly like dissidents that they're putting in there, or are they just regular criminals that they've ran out of space in prison?
That's a good question. These mercenaries, I personally don't, Larry says, I don't know what they did. But Forvian Crow, from what I know, is a good man.
All right.
Is he associated with any kind of military or sellsword organization that Rawl might be familiar with?
Forvian Crow. All right. They're led by a man named Forvian Crow. He's a rogue that I've worked with before, who I believe would be a valuable addition to the Silver Ravens. I just think he'd be a valuable addition.
Okay.
Would Ashes
do
have
we-
run into him at all before, since he's a rogue, like the thieves can't and all that fun stuff? Would she know of any of his background?
No,
Okay.
I don't think he has it.
What do we know about the Salt Works and its layout?
Yo,
When
they got
it's
a picture. All right, hold on. I
Oh,
wanna
he has a
show you
pic.
the-
Oh,
I want to show you the
see.
Mistress of Doker's School for Girls.
oh, let's see. Oh,
I don't know.
wait, wait.
Hopefully you can see this. Okay.
All right, zoom.
She's
Which
got
one?
red hair.
Oh, wow.
See it?
Oh.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Huh.
Rad.
Oh, we'll be seeing more of her. Oh, look at that.
I guess.
I don't think I'm gonna be trying to steal anything off of her now
I-
that I have a visual.
I better read ahead.
Boy.
Those eyes can kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Oh, boy.
envisioning something more of like a gentle,
She seems. Yeah. You don't.
more nurturing type. That's like
You don't steal from that. That you.
no.
No, you don't steal from her.
All right, actually, it's pretty much a good time to stop anyway. So,
Okay.
but is that what you want to do next? You want to do the Salt Works next?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
roll assault.
Jailbreak.
And
Yes.
I'll read up on that. It looks like there's more on the School for Girls in a future book. Go through that.
Oh, our future gang of
Yeah.
mean girls.
All right, so thanks everybody for watching. Let's do some plugs real quick. Shawnee, got any plugs?
Just this week Waffle Talk and next week on Saturday, was it 9:30? It's around where we're gonna play Rapid Attic again, and I can't wait. First time played a halfling in a really long time. It's fun.
What about Garrett?
Just keep watching Power Score RPG and Rappanathic next weekend.
And Ryan, do you have any words of wisdom?
Just ditto for what Garrett said.
Tomorrow, I'll be running Dungeon Academy at 6:30 p.m. They're in Waterdeep. They're going to a magic lingerie store. That's how we're going to start the show. So it's just downhill from there, you know. So yeah, I think we're moving Waffle Talk permanently to Thursdays. Just that way it'll air on the D&D channel at the same time as we do it. It just seemed like it worked really well last week. So that gives me more time. I can do the recap on Tuesdays in the wiki, and I don't have to rush and jump in to the. Plus, I'm guessing most people when they watch Dice Camera Action, after 2 hours, they probably don't want to watch another hour-long show talking about what they just saw. Maybe I don't know. So yeah. So oh, and also Monday, Greyhawk Channel, Orchard. I play in it. Pro Restarter is the DM. It's Feywild Horror. And last week we rescued. There was this crit. Oh man. Basically, our party barbarian touched this crystal and turned into a crystal statue, and we had to solve a puzzle, and we couldn't do it. And then he turned into a Wendigo
Mm-hmm.
that came like this close to killing us.
Wendigo
But
was bad
we were
news.
barely able to fend him off, and then we freed this Fey hunter from the crystal, and he thanked us, and it looks like we made a friend, you know. And my character is 15th level, but the group has a growing suspicion that he's never actually been on an adventure before. So,
Impressive.
like when they
15th
first
level.
met him, his plate mail was in his office covered in dust. And it takes him twice as long to put it on because he doesn't know how to put it on or take it off. So last week they asked him, they went, what adventures have you been on before? And he says, well, I was in the Dungeon of Dangers where there was many dangers.
Is he like that person in WoW that got to max level just by like not killing anything, just by like just
He like paid for an account.
yeah, just profession, just like profession, something like that. Just like I'm level 60, but never killed anything.
He's logging in as a 15th level character. He doesn't know like the controls or anything. Like just move and jump.
just have your character constantly be crouching, and he's like, I don't know how I got into this position. I just can't find the crouch button.
Yeah,
Walking into a wall constantly.
Oh, totally.
yeah. I was thinking like because you can get XP without doing adventures, I guess, in some people's games. So maybe that's what he did. I don't know. Well, we ended last week actually because it turns out the rogue, my character worships the god of magic, and he can't really cast magic. He can cast some divine magic. He studies wizards, but he isn't a wizard. So it turns out the rogue is an arcane trickster. So she casts fireball, and my character like flipped out, like, "Holy cow! You can cast. You're a rogue, and you cast." And she casts fly. So now he's like asking her questions, you know, because the component
Yes.
for the fly spell is like a feather from any bird. So like we were sleeping in a tent in the middle of the night. I'm like, "Hey, Sally." She's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Can it be any bird?" And she's like, "Would you shut up?" So it's good. It's a good show. All right, let's see if I can get that button clicked on. No, this wants to be all
Y'all.
frozy, doesn't it? So I want to thank everybody for watching Hell's Rebel. This was episode 3. Lindy will be back next week, hopefully, I think, with episode 4. Well, we're just playing every week, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time on Saturdays. So, you know, if you want, make it part of your life. Make us part of your life. Okay? And if you can't watch it all the time, you can always catch it on YouTube. I throw it up on YouTube as soon as it's legally allowable.
Look
Thanks.
at these faces.
Look
Don't
at
you
the
want these faces as part of your life?
And this week we won't have Rapping Athuk, but next week I think we will have, right? Next week we're having Rapping Athuk.
We will.
Right,
We'll
so
be
you-
rapping. Come rap with us.
You can stampede right from this to that. It's just a solid block. It's like Saturday morning cartoons.
Oh yeah.
It's just like Saturday morning cartoons,
Just
but even better because it's Saturday night D&D.
exactly. All right, thanks everybody. See you all later. I'm in the mud.